Alright guys, well we got the truck bed off. Took a little bit, couldn't really get the bolts to come loose underneath. They're a pain in the ass to get to. So I opted to just grind the heads off of them, which you can see that I did on all of them. The bed is in decent condition. It's got a little bit of work that needs done on it. For the most part it's just the wheel wells, the inner and outer wheel wells. And then the bottom parts of it back near the bumper need to be redone, but it's most likely we're probably just going to get new bed sides and put on it just to save time. As you can tell, the frame is actually in really good condition. I'm actually probably not even going to box it in like I originally said I was going to. It's still solid frame. There's nothing wrong with it. The only spot that I see is back here, right at the very tail of it. It's got a little bit of rust there, or it's rusted through and everything, so probably going to go ahead and replace that, that little section. Other than that, for the most part, the frame is in immaculate condition. The cab mounts are actually in really, really good condition. I know they're hard to see, but you can actually see it. They're not even cracked or anything like that. The fuel filler next, the front one's fine. It's almost brand new. The tank looks to be in good condition. Nothing, no really holes or anything like that I can see that would cause any problems. The back one, we thought it might have been leaking, but we won't know for definite until we get it out. But for the most part, it looks like it's in good condition. The easiest way to check that is you get the tank out, you just fill it with water, and then you just let it sit and see if the water level goes down over about 2 days. If the water level doesn't go down at all, then you're good. The tank doesn't leak. But you will need to buy some ether after you get all the water out, and then run ether through to dry out the tank. Other than that, it's not that much that needs replaced, just a couple things here and there. There is 6 bolts. There's actually 4 others that hold the bed sides out that you'll have to take off. The bars were pretty much rusted on this one, so they kind of just, when I started unloosening them, they just kind of snapped off anyway. I did cut 1 bar. I'm just going to replace all those bars. As you can tell, the carriage bolts are... They weren't in bad condition, but I couldn't get them to break loose, so I just opted to cut them off. There is 2 wirings, and if there is a hookup for a trailer hitch, you're going to have to disconnect, you have to cut the wiring like I did here from the tail lights, so that way you can actually pull the truck bed out. There'll be 1 wire to one side and 2 to the other, and then you'll have these 2 wiring clips here that you have to disconnect as well. It's pretty much all there is to getting the bed off. It is a pain in the butt to get off. The thing that I ran into that I don't know if it's common with all Fords of this year or generation or not is this hose clamp is actually, you have to unloosen it because it attaches the filler neck to the bed side or to the underneath of the bed, and you won't be able to get the bed off with the filler necks won't drop out until you actually disconnect those. Other than that, that's how you guys get the bed off at least. I'll keep updating on how our progress and everything on it. Next step is to drop both gas tanks out of it and start ripping brake lines out.